Hello, I'm here today to, well, look a fool in my pants hat, but to show you some pants things that you can make. Not pants as in rubbish, but pants as in all related to underpants. So I can show you how to make a lovely pants hat like mine. I take it off, it fit you better, I think. So I've got some lovely rainbow pants on one side and some lovely heart pants on the other. We're going to also show you how to make some lovely pants bunting. Look, so you can hang a washing line of lovely coloured in pants up, and also how to make an Aliens Love Underpants alien. Oh dear, his little arms are falling out. Let's put them back in. I can show you how to make him later. Look, there he is. He's made out of an egg box and some kitchen and some pipe cleaners, but you don't have to have a pipe cleaner. As long as you've got an egg box in the house, you can make one of those. But I think first of all, we need an underpants story. And what is better than Aliens Love Underpants? So this is with permission of Simon Schuster, who published Aliens Love Underpants. Now, Aliens Love Underpants is by Claire Friedman and Ben Court. And I think we should have the story. So look, this is a bit of inspiration for you for when you're making your pants later. All the different kinds of pants that you can get. So, did you know Aliens Love Underpants? Aliens love underpants of every shape and size. But there are no underpants in space. So here's a big surprise. Look, there they are, all their statues of pants. When aliens fly down to Earth, they don't come to meet you. They simply want your underpants. I'll bet you never knew. Did you know that? Their spaceship's radar bleeps and blinks the moment that it sees a washing line of underpants all flapping in the breeze. Look, they've spotted some underpants there. They land in your back garden, though they haven't been invited. Ooh, underpants, they chant and dance around, excited. They like them red, they like them green or orange like Satsumas, but best of all, they love the sight of Granny's spotty bloomers. You see Granny's spotty bloomers? Mum's pink frilly knickers are a perfect place to hide, and Grandpa's woolly long johns make a super whizzy slide. In daring competitions held up by just one peg, they count how many aliens can squeeze inside each leg. There's quite a lot in there. They wear pants on their feet and hands and other silly places. They fly pants from their spaceships and hold upside down pants races. Look, that one there's got pants on his head like you can make yourself. Ooh, it's a long one. As they go zinging through the air, it really is PANT-TASTIC. What fun the aliens can have with pingy pants elastic. It's not your neighbour's naughty dog or next door's funny games when underpants go missing. The aliens are to blame. But quick, Mum's coming out to fetch the washing in at last. Whee! Off the aliens all zoom, they're used to leaving fast. So when you put your pants on, freshly washed and nice and clean, just check in case an alien still lurks inside, unseen. And can you see there's a little alien there in his pants drawer? And look, there's more kinds of pants. So we're going to have some more pants stories. We're going to have Aliens Love Dino Pants, and we're going to have some of the Adventures of Captain Underpants in a bit as well. But first of all, I'm going to show you how to make your pants hat. So there'll be a link with this video so that you can print off some pants. Or if you haven't got a printer at home, you can draw yourself a nice big pair of pants. They just got to fill a piece of A4 paper. And if they fill a piece of A4 paper, then they should fit round your head. These just about fit round my head. So I think you've all got smaller heads than me, so it should fit. So you've got to colour in your underpants. We're just going to do this really quick so I can show you. So I think on one pair this time I'll do a really big red heart. And we'll do a few red stripes in that. Just showing you quickly, so it's not my best colouring. So that's one pair. And then what should I do on the other pair? Should I do a nice big yellow sunshine on the other pair? There we are. We'll do a nice big round yellow sunshine with a happy face and some happy looking eyes and some rays of sun coming out, I think, of my sunny pants. So there's a nice yellow pair of pants. And then you've got to cut them both out. So if you're good with scissors, you can cut them out yourself. Or you might have to ask a grown-up to help you with it. So I'm going to quickly, not my best cutting, I'm going to quickly cut round both of those pairs of pants. And this is a really easy craft to do because you've just got to, but you can take a lot of time over your colouring and deciding what you want to put on your inside of your pants. Just cutting around the second pair. There we are, so I've cut around both of those, so now I've got my two pairs of pants all cut out. So if you put them back to back with your pictures or your colouring on the outside, and then all you've got to do is get some sellotape, or glue might work as well. Yeah, look, get some sellotape, and you just got to stick them, if you can see. Ooh, I'm stuck to me now. You just got to stick one side together of your two pairs of pants and then the other side together, and then when you open them up you have a brilliant underpant hat that you can proudly wear around the place. So that's really easy to make. So remember, send us in the pictures of your the underpants that you've made. You can send them to Southwold Library, you can send them to South Gen. So that's one pair of underpants you can make. I'll just show you how to make the underpants bunting, and then we'll have another story. And then I've got one more craft to show you as well. So again, you can download and print off these little pants, or you can draw some little pants yourself, and you need to colour them all in. I think this time we won't subject you to my rubbish colouring. We'll pretend that they're coloured in, and we'll chop them up. And remember, this is what they're going to end up looking like. A lovely line of underpants, all swinging in the breeze, ready for the aliens to come and try on. So that's what we're aiming for, some lovely underpant bunting. So what you do, I'll just chop one pair out so you get the idea. And like I say, if you're not too good with scissors, then do ask a grown-up to cut your underpants out. Your paper ones, that is, not your real ones. So I've cut one little pair of pants out. There they are. And then you'll have coloured it in really nicely. And then I've got some wool, or you can use some string. Anything that's like that that's in the house. A bit of thread. And what you need to do is stick your underpants, your paper underpants, to the string so they look like that. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a piece of sellotape and I'm sticking the string to the back of the pants. There we are. So that's just one pair of pants on one bit of string, and you can make a whole line of these to make some lovely pants bunting that you can hang up at home. But I think it's time for another story, really. So we've had aliens love underpants, but now we've got aliens love dino pants. And again, this is with kind permission of Simon Schuster, the publisher, and this is Aliens Love Dino Pants by Claire Friedman and Ben Court. So put my board down, because otherwise it makes the book look a bit shiny. There we are. Right, oh look, there's more, even more pants ideas inside of here for how to decorate your pants. Loads of them. I like the spotty ones, and there's some nice heart ones. And there's ones with a little frog on. Rather good. So, there we are. A band of pants-mad aliens zoomed down here when, surprise! Bright lightning hit their spaceship, bang! And hurled them from the skies. Oh no. Crash landing in the thick jungle. Whoops, the aliens gasped. Oh dear. But their pants tracker was bleeping. How could underpants be here? You can have underpants in the middle of the jungle other than obviously the ones they're wearing. The aliens trekked through tangly trees, the signal getting stronger, through slimy swamps, that would help, through slimy swamps, down deep ravines. Could they go on much longer? Can you see what's in the trees though? There's lots of little monkeys all wearing pairs of pants. The tracker went bleep bonkers. Wow, we must be close, they cried. It led them to a hidden gate. Let's take a peep inside. Now, that's a big fence, isn't it? Wonder what's inside there. Bleep, bleep, yippee! They found them. Those aliens are so clever. A stash of such gigantic pants, each pair could stretch forever. Look at the massive pants. We'll take these pants, the aliens laughed, but roar! They heard loud roars and found themselves surrounded by... What do you think it's surrounded by? Oh, ginormous dinosaurs! And what are the dinosaurs all wearing? All wearing pants. The dinosaurs were furious. Hands off our pants, they roared. We'll fight you pesky aliens to save our precious hoard. Oh, that's a big dinosaur. The aliens almost fainted. Dinosaurs? This can't be so. You dinos were wiped out from Earth pantzillion years ago. We hid down here, the dinos said. The humans didn't see. We saved our pants, but daren't come out. We wish we could roam free. We all love pants, one alien cheered. So here's no need to fight. So there's no need to fight. I have a plan to get you out and save you from your plight. Wonder what the aliens are going to do. Those aliens got to work with laser tools and saws. They hammered, welded, chopped and drilled, helped by the dinosaurs. I wonder what they're making. It's a big wooden thing. It's a bit like a barrel. Oh, it is a bit like a barrel. Look. Ta-da! A super dino pod to launch you into space will take you to our planet. Zoom, a most fantastic place. Our new home's great, the dinos said. There's underpants for all. It's fun. The games that can be played with pants both huge and small. Look, there they all are in their pants. So when your washing's on the line, quick guard it at the double. With aliens and dinosaurs, there's twice pants pinching trouble. So you don't know now if your underpants are going to be stolen by aliens or dinosaurs. Look, there's more pants on the back page to give you some ideas for what you can do with your pants pictures. So I think you'd like to make a little alien in underpants. So what you need for this is an egg box. So hopefully you've got some eggs at home and you finish them up and you can have an egg box. Now this bit you may need to have a grown-up help you because they're quite tricky to cut out, because you need 2 of these little lumps. So I can show you how tricky it is by making a real mess of it now. Ugh. There we are. I'm going to cut 2 of these off without cutting my fingers, hopefully. And I don't need the flappy bit, I just need the lumps. So I've got 2 like that, and then I'm going to cut them in half. So I've got 2 little lumps, and then I'm going to try and tidy them up a bit. So I've got 2 little rough lumps like that. I'm going to trim the edges off because they've got all little pointy bits that will get in the way. So trim the little pointy bits off, trim the little lumpy bits off, and you're left with 2 little lumps like that. So you then need to colour one bit in, so it's the colour for the head, like that. I've done him green, and I've done a little face on him. And then you need to colour the other bit in, and you've got to make it look like he's got some little underpants on. Can you see? So if you move his legs a bit, you can see I've done some little underpant bits on him, and there's his little head. So once you've coloured them in, now if you've got any pipe cleaners at home, then you can make him some antenna and arms and legs. So all you do with that is you get something like a pencil. I'll get a pencil, and you just got to poke 2 holes in the bottom, and there can either be the holes to put the antenna through. Let's draw a little face on here so that we know that's his head. There he is, look, he's got a little face on there now. Or they could be the holes for the legs, so I'll go poke 2 in here, holes for the legs. And it's quite soft, this cardboard, so you just need a pencil, but you might want to ask a grown-up to do it. And then when they're coloured in, you can poke pipe cleaners through to make little feet. You can poke some pipe cleaners around, so these are just loose in a hoop around there for his arms. And then he's got 2 antennae for his head. And then he fits together quite nicely, like that. So they're quite easy to make. You might enjoy doing that. And again, show us some pictures. If you get these made, show us some pictures of them. So, the last thing I'm going to read you is Captain Underpants. Well, not all of Captain Underpants. It's a big long book by Dave Pilkey. He did the writing and the drawing. And this is with kind permission of Scholastic Press, who publish Captain Underpants. So I'm just going to show you the first bit if you haven't read this before. There are loads of books in the Captain Underpants series. So, this is George and Harold. Meet George Beard and Harold Hutchins. George is the kid on the left with the tie and flat top. Harold is the one on the right with the t-shirt and the bad haircut. Remember that now. So we got George and Harold. George and Harold were best friends. They had a lot in common. They lived right next door to each other, and they were both in the same 4th grade class at Jerome Horowitz Elementary School. George and Harold were usually responsible kids. Whenever anything bad happened, George and Harold were usually responsible. But don't get me wrong, don't get the wrong idea about these two. George and Harold were actually very nice boys, no matter what everybody else thought. They were good, sweet and lovable. Well, okay, maybe they weren't so sweet and lovable. They were good, nonetheless. And look, you can see here, they've changed. On the first page, there was a flower shop sign that said, pick your roses. And then on the second page, they've changed it to say, pick our noses. So yeah, I can see they do get in trouble. It was just that George and Harold each had a silly streak 1 kilometre wide. Usually that silly streak was hard to control. Sometimes it got them into trouble. And once it got them into big, big trouble. But before I can tell you that story, I have to tell you this story. So this is Chapter 2, Treehouse Comics, Inc. After a hard day of cracking jokes, pulling pranks and causing mayhem at school, George and Harold liked to rush to the old treehouse in George's backyard. Inside the treehouse there were 2 big old fluffy chairs, a table, a cupboard crammed with junk food, and a padlock crate filled with pencils, pens, and stacks of paper. Now, Harold loved to draw and George loved to make up stories, and together the 2 boys spent hours and hours writing and drawing their very own comic books. Over the years, they created hundreds of their own comics, starring dozens of their own superheroes. First there was Dogman, then came Timmy the Talking Toilet, and who could forget the Amazing Cow Lady? But the all-time greatest superhero they ever made up had to be the amazing Captain Underpants. George came up with the idea. Most superheroes look like they're flying around in their underwear. He said, well, this guy actually is flying around in his underwear. The 2 boys laughed and laughed. Yeah, said Harold, he could fight with wedgie power. George and Harold spent entire afternoons writing and drawing the comic adventures of Captain Underpants. He was their coolest superhero ever. Luckily for the boys, the secretary at Jerome Horowitz Elementary School was much too busy to keep an eye on the photocopier, so whenever they got a chance, Harold and George would sneak into the office and run off several hundred copies of their latest Captain Underpants adventure. After school, they sold their homemade comics in the playground for 50 cents each. And look, here you can see The Adventures of Captain Underpants, written by George Beard and cartoons by Harold Hutchins. Now we're going to leave this story here, but as you can imagine, things go slightly wrong for them, and it ends up with perhaps a real Captain Underpants running around the place. So do check out The Adventures of Captain Underpants, and there will be some links with this video for downloading some books and some audio books. You can download some talking books and people reading you the Captain Underpants books, and there's lots of other fun books you can check out to read and to listen to. And also there's some links to Dave Pilkey's website where you can try and draw your own Captain Underpants and have some Captain Underpants fun activities. And there's also some more links to some more Aliens Love Underpants activities. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm Charlotte from Southwold Library. And I hope to see you in the library soon. And I hope you enjoy all the things. Bye.